Hi guys, hi, hello, and welcome back on Ithonga. However, as soon as Zama find out that Sanele is planning to pay Lobola for Umbali. Am I twisting them? I think I am. As soon as Mbali finds out that Sanile is paying Lobola for Uzama, she absolutely lost it. She admitted herself that she feels somehow, she feels like Sanile is the one who actually broke up with her, and it's actually the other way around. It's easy Mbali who broke up with Osanele. So I think Umbali got her confirmation, because Umbali is still under the impression that it is Sanele. She have no idea that it's Banele. Sana, I sympathize with Osanele, but Osanele should remain dead at this point. At this point in time, Sanele, please, baby, remain dead. Stay dead and remain dead. And let Mbali move on with a cop. Okay, the only thing that worries me is that Mbali was so quick to jump in bed with the cop, the police officer, Umchunu. Umchunu, on the other hand, has made enemies. Hey, enemies like Ntanzi, enemies who definitely do not want to see Umchunu. And this is a concern because I'm like, how long is he gonna be around? He's gonna be around for how long if he has made so many enemies with Untanzi? But nonetheless, Umchunu asked Mbali's hand in marriage. She was like, you know what, I want to do this the right way. I want to go and tell your parents how much you mean to me. That you mean the whole world to me. That you are the whole world. That the whole world stops when I'm with you. And let me tell you, Mbali's parents were extremely, extremely happy. They were just like, you couldn't choose a decent man for yourself, And there was like, there is no better man than him. He is the best and he's the most decent better man that we've ever came across. Okay, on the other hand, there was a big thing of Sanele's Lobola. Obviously Makumalo, who is Sanele's mom, not happy about Sanele deciding to pay Lobola. She's like, Sanele, you must be out of your mind. Like, it can't be that it's you. It can't be that you are in your best senses and you feel like the best thing to do for yourself right now is to go and pay Lobola. Sanele is like, listen, ma, like, I am at my best as I could ever be. The best thing that I can do right now for myself is to go and pay Lobola. So, yeah, Sanele decided to pay Lobola background. I don't know whether it's called background or what, but he was by himself. His family did not even accompany him or take him there. He just went there all by himself. He was like, listen, I am here. I'm here. Let's get it started. Let's it be whatever that it is. Let's, And the sad part is that now Sanele is moving in with Ntanzi. Like, this is the craziest ever. Like, Sanele, my main, or Banele. At this point, I don't know what to call him, Banele or Sanele, whatever he is. Are you in your senses? Are you in your senses? How on earth does it make sense that you become a Sibari Makoti? Like, if you were so eager to move in with Umbali, you should have gotten your own place. That's what a man does. That's what a real man does. Not move in with her in her home. Like, never have I ever, son, and never will I ever. That's the whole last number madness. Like that madness doesn't exist. It just doesn't exist anywhere else, and I don't know how will my Kumalo feel, honestly, after finding out that her only son that she's actually loved with, is moving in with Ntanzi of all people. But it's not even about Ntanzi, it's about his dignity, isdima, isithunzi, seriti, njani. Njani banele, oh, like njani, how are you moving in with your in-laws? Like, that's uncalled for, that's unheard of, like it's unheard of. But anyway, guys, that's the whole drama. I want to say I'm happy for Mbali, but I know that Mbali's happy moment will be short-lived, since Untanzi is after Umchunu. Like, it will be short-lived. Sana. Out of her hands, she had to make a toughest decision. So Umbali insists that you do not love me when I pinda. There is no way that you are going to allow me to marry a man that I do not even like and insist that you like me. Of which Umbali has a point. You know, at the end of the day, Pinda allowed and led her into marrying a man that Umbali is not even in love with. So I'm like, okay, in that instance, you have a point. You have a very, very big, valid a point that I'm sorry, but I have to understand. I am so sorry, but I have to be like, no, I understand your point. You know, I understand where you're coming from. I understand everything. In that extent, you have a point, a biggest point. Lalela upinda, if he is not bothering Umbali, is not bothering Uzama, is definitely bothering the Dladlazi Omgabadeli. He goes as far as, you know, threatening their shop and threatening everybody else in the Dladlas. Well, it happens that Upinda fell into the trap that Umbali Dladla set for him with the police officer Umkunu. So they therefore got to arrest Upinda. You know, Upinda was arrested, but before he was arrested, he was then given an opportunity to save himself in this whole mess and give away Undanzi. Well, we get to see how loyal, like Pinda is super loyal to Undanzi. And this is one thing that we all get to see and witness, that no, Pinda is loyal to Undanzi, and not in this lifetime, definitely not in this lifetime is he willing to give away Undanzi. And he was like, nope, I am not giving away Undanzi. Well, like a miracle, as soon as Pinda was arrested, Pinda was released again on a bail. And you know what he did? He came too close to the police officer saying, la, there is absolutely nothing that you can do to me. There is absolutely nada. Okay, I am here to stay. And of course, you all don't know, and you all have never heard of anything called a bail. Well, I am out on a bail now, and there is absolutely nothing neither of you can ever do about it. Sana. Talking about ingalo yomthetho disappointing people, okay? Talking about law enforcement disappointing citizens. This is definitely what it means. And I am so sad and so shook over everything, you know, like sad. Like, to say I'm sad and I'm shook, it's even an understatement. It's a huge, big understatement, but I am sad and I am so shook over everything that has transpired, obviously. So yeah, that is that when it comes to Upinda nozama nombali. However, waze wayinkathazo nangu Upinda ngabe wayethathwephi, oh, like problematic. However, I do feel sad for Mbali, you know, in this whole situation. We can tell that Mbali is ready to move on. Mbali has let Usanele go. Mbali is ready to focus in her life. Talking about Mbali moving on, I think Ulungelo kinda senses that Mbali is moving on with the police officer Umkunu, and for some reason Lungelo doesn't like that. And I'm looking at Lungelo like, Lungelo bro, why? Like, why you wouldn't want Mbali to be happily, you know, to live happily ever after with this new person? But for some reason Lungelo is not happy, and I do not know, and I absolutely do not get why. Also, speaking of the Magwazas, tell me why they can't notice that Sanele is behaving strange, and probably it's because it's not Sanele, it's still Banele. Tell me why they cannot notice that. Like, tell me why. Like, it is so obvious and it's so noticeable, But no, not the Magwaza's child, not the Magwazas. They somehow seems like they cannot notice and they cannot see that definitely there is something off. There is something definitely off with their boy, and probably the reason is because he's not the real Sanele. Like, that's the main cause reason. Like, there is no other reason. You know, the reason is that he is not the main Sanele. Why can't they see that? Like, that's just so worrying for me. I am so sorry, but it is like, it's so worrying for the near facts that no one in this house, not Makumalo, not Nogwanda, not Unjinji, and not Uayanda could totally sense the fact that the Sanele that they are living amongst or they are living with is not the real Sanele. Like, there is no way. There is no way in the way of the way that's the real Sanele. Like, akwazegi or akonakali. You get what I mean? Why can't they see that? Why? You know? Anyway, honestly, I am just gonna be so mad if the writers of in Ithonga, they do not allow Umbali to have her happily ever after, because now there is this new shenanigans that the police officer shot people who were unarmed, and I guess that's against the law. You cannot shoot people who are unarmed. Listen, let's talk about Zama and Sanele choosing each other and choosing to stay together. Like, iwishy-wishy. Like, I do not even understand what's gonna happen in here. Like, I'm sad. I'm definitely sad for the real Sanele. For the real Sanele. Like, I'm so sad. I mean, his whole life is just being put on pause because he have a selfish twin brother. And this new journey of them choosing each other and choosing to stay with one another, I wonder how is it gonna go, because clearly this Lobola thing is not going well. You know, their families are not going well. And Umbali was just like, babe, maybe it's about time that you make a decision, me or your family. Decides now. It has to happen, you know. We cannot postpone this any further. And I guess that Usanele made a decision that he thought it made sense to him, and it was more sensible to make to him, and he chose the love of his life, so he thinks. so he thinks that, okay, this is the love of my life, and this is who I'm gonna be with, and this is whom I'm gonna choose. So he made that decision, and I'm just like, did he made it lightly, or did he really thoroughly thought about it? We don't know, but one thing for sure is that it is a whole new absolutely confusing dimension on Ithonga. Confusing, Kesan. Ali's new man. But it is a bit of romance, like she does. Magwaza, like, yekela ukulandela lo mfana wakwaMagwaza ngemuva, still awufuni ukuzwa wena nje uyifunela umfana wakwaMagwaza. So angazi ukuthi sekumele ngenze njani. At this point angazi ukuthi kumele ngenze njani kuze uzwe understand ukuthi umfana wakwaMagwaza, he is a bad news for you. Muyeke. Hi. Uzama just denies and just says, no, I'm just concerned. So kahle bakwenzana abafana bakwaMagwaza awungitsheli kahle. Awukwazi phela ukuthi wena wonke umuntu wakwaMagwaza uyakukonsenta, wonke umuntu wakwaMagwaza uyakukonsenta. Usungazeke uphume nendaba usho ukuthi no, abantu bakwaMagwaza ngihypnotized ngalendlela nami engayi understand. It's Leona, you know. Hey, Kosami, I feel so sorry for Upinda in a way, even though like Upinda, like we are nanaye, you know, in also a way, but I also in a way in Gamsuela, because I feel like shame Sam poor Pinda who is being used by Umbali over and over again. Probably it's not nice, you know. It's not the nicest thing ever to feel used by someone, you know, over and over again. It couldn't be the nicest thing ever. Anyway, guys, back to abakamagwaza onjinji. After ke usanele have lost the big tenders, you know, Katlaza wafika wamsusa wathi lalela mfana suka la esikhundleni, suka nje esikhundleni samadoda, kuhlala amadoda lana akuhlanjula mthuthu, so nje do yourself that huge favor usuke la, you know. So after all those things that has happened, you know, Sanele feels so bad. You know, he's failing so many people. He's failing his family. He's failing employees. He's failing almost everyone. Everyone just felt failed by him. He therefore decided to call upon Usanele and be like, Sanele, bro, I mean, Ubandile, and be like, Bandile, bro, I need you. Is it Bandile or Ubanele? Ubanele, yes, Ubanele. And be like, Banele, bro, I need you. I need you and I need you now. You know, because I am failing the family business. Without you, everything is just sinking, bro. You knew what to do. You knew how to run this business. Mina, I don't. So, yeah, Ubanele, yeah, wavela. What's okay, it's fine, bro. If we are doing come, let me lead you somewhere, okay? So it seems like only dele esizibeni, and it happens with esizibeni lapho they swap body. No, not bodies. Like umzimba kusaso kasanele, but the spirits that is within the body esigabanele, and therefore. It seems like ubanele yes uyaphila njengokuthi umzimba wakhe but the spirits that is within akusona sakhe esikabanele. So everyone is going to notice the change within usanele's behavior. Everyone is just going to be like, is this the sanele that we ordered? And also umuntu akazofuna ukumbona ulontuzana usanele as soon as he's returned back to earth. Igugu lakhe uzama, and uzama is gonna be just so shocked ukuthi hayi bo Sanele, what has changed, because everyone is still gonna address him as usanele. Ukuthi hayi bo Sanele, what has changed, yindaba manje, why aren't you in love with Umbali wena nani. Speaking of Umbali naye uzoshockeka ngendlela eyisimanga, realizing ukuthi hayi bo kayizini umuntu wakhe usanele akasabehave ngendlela de behavior ngayo, like ushintshile, you know, ushintshile completely. And not only Umbali ozoba naleyo nto, even uMakhumalo naye, you know, uzofila leyo nto ukuthi hayibo usanele lona, like akuseyena lo Sanele lo abamaziyo nabamjwayele nani nje useshintshile. Lana kena siyabona futhi ukuthi usanele uzofuna ukuyiphindiselela ezitheni zakhe ugadla, but it is said ukuthi akayona bandla indoda etatazelayo, ngeze efuna ukutatazela mayiphindiselela uzofuna nje ukuyishaya kancane nge-slow break, engambonisi ugadla ukuthi uzoyiphindiselela, but eventually usanele uzoziphindiselela, and ugadla ngathi uzoba no more indaba kagadla nje kuzoba indaba engasekho vele mangabe usanele esedecide ukuziphindiselela. Ezibhlungu ke yizo zona lezo ukuthi Umbali have ezolahlekelwa yindoda, and after ke ulontuzana ubanele selwile walithola back ifamily business. Kuthiwa ke now uyamazi umuntu nomona into eyodwa into yengizokwazi ukuyihlukanisa, so therefore yasho lana ukuthi usanele ye uzoba nomona engasafuna ukubuyela emzimbeni wakhe wakudala, efune ukuhlala enethezeke ehlale kamnandi peace of life emzimbeni kasanele engasafuni. And also it is said ukuthi futhi ulontuzana ubanele uzofuna ukuthi umuntu oshonayo kube usanele yena esale evuke ephile ngokuphelele. Yay guys, umona emhlabeni. So ke asazi ke noma uba usanele uzoyiregreta na i-decision yakhe yokudecide ukusamona bad spirits because also in a way he has something to do with this, because he did call upon usanele wathi akavuke wavuka ngempela yibandla ubanele. So anyway guys, this definitely does bring us to the end of the review. If you do love and enjoy our reviews, we'll give this video a huge thumbs up, and I will see you on the next one, when of course I am bringing you more reviews. Till then, please do stay blessed, and I love you.